Are you sure you're thirsty for water? Try this. Ilara yogurt. Thick and creamy, the best yogurt to quench your thirst.
Good morning, welcome to News TV, where we bring you hot shows, and today we are bringing you Vibrant Show with Edna Gatweri. And this is Wednesday where we are bringing you spiritual growth among youth. And today I've brought to you a very wonderful guest. Kindly stay tuned and you really enjoy. You can also visit us through our SMS line, that is 22200, and our WhatsApp number, that is 0729500434, and all our social media platforms at News TV. Welcome. Yes, our guest. Hello.
Hello to you.
Okay, kindly introduce yourself.
My name is Pastor Steve from GSU Chapel, and Reverend Mugendi and Reverend Ojika, serving as a teacher of the word and a counselor to the youth.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Oh, I understand that you are a youth counselor. What does counseling entail? Especially today that we are talking to the youths. We are talking to the youths about spiritual growth. So what does counseling really entail, you as a counselor?
Okay. Counseling entails giving advice to the youth, showing them the way through guiding, and helping them where necessary to see them grow up to what God really wants them to be.
Okay.
As mature adults.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So for how long have you been to the industry of counseling? Like, how long have you been talking to the youths about spiritual matters?
Okay, began some 9 years ago. That's when I ventured in the field, some 9 years back, to date.
Okay.
Yes.
So our topic is spiritual growth among youths.
Yes.
What would you like to tell the youths, or today that we are discussing about spiritual matters and spiritual growth? What is this spiritual growth that we are talking about?
That is to define spiritual growth. Spiritual growth is a progression from a stage of simplicity to a complex age.
Okay.
Yes. You see, someone is simple, but when you take him through the counseling, he grows up spiritually to a level of complex person.
Okay, so does really spiritual growth in any way collide with spiritual, does it collide with counseling, or how do you conduct matters of spirituality with counseling?
Well, they go hand in hand, because when I counsel someone spiritually, he gets to know what must be done, and at what time, where, the kind of the dress code, various things of his life or her life. You find the youth can approach various things in a different way, but when counseled, there is a manner in which he will behave or he should behave, carry herself differently from one who has no counsel.
Okay.
Yes.
So you mean whereby you talk to youth about dress codes is still under spiritual growth? How
Yeah.
does that how does that really concern matters of spiritual growth? Dress code.
When you come to dress code, spiritually, unless these guys are cancelled, let's say it's a guy, you'll find him growing up to a pastor, and he'll dress in a vest and come to preach on the altar. Now everyone will be looking at the face and the chest.
Okay.
Yes. So there are things that divert the attention of people. Maybe, you see, as we are counseling him spiritually,
Yes.
I'm moving him to an elder or a leader, the future leader, or even tomorrow. He might be a leader tomorrow.
Okay.
Because youth is just an age that they are passing through.
Okay.
Yeah, at some point he'll grow to an adult.
So sometimes you find that youths have ragged clothes and they are there ministering on the altar. Do you really encourage that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's not wise for them to do that. That's not right.
So how are you able to handle those that they are very, like, they don't like to be told and they want to be there in the altar serving? Like, we have these people of the band, and they are always dressed in very funny clothes, and you find them ministering there on the altar. How are you able to deal with them?
Well, such characters, you don't approach them directly on the altar. No. You go meet them where they meet for practices,
Okay.
wherever they meet as a group of a band, or meet them after the service. You can say, well, you congratulate them for what they have done on the altar. Then, through the congratulation, they'll come because you've appreciated them.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot go anywhere that you're not appreciated. You go where you are appreciated so that you grow.
Okay.
Yes. So once I appreciate them, they'll feel this guy is positive towards our character or what we have done.
Okay.
So they'll come. And when they come, it's when I approach them and show them on what I really need them to do
Okay.
concerning the dress code.
Okay.
And that really will improve their dress code. You'll find them in future, you meet some people dressed well, amazingly,
Wow.
beautiful, handsome, and they are serving God.
Thank you. So, are you able to handle these youths that are very ignorant and like they don't like reading the Bible, they don't like praying, they are just there. Like these youths, you know, youths are very, they are people who doesn't like listening, and how are you able to handle them so that you can be able to interact with them as a counselor and as a pastor?
Oh, thank you. First of all, I approach them.
Okay.
Being their friend, I draw close to them purposely to understand their minds. Once I read their mind and know what do they love most.
Yes.
You see, the Bible tells us, love your God with all your mind, with all your soul, with all your heart and strength. But now, you'll find such a youth has diverted that command of God. And now when I get to that, it's easy for me to access his ground and teach him and show him the way he should go.
Okay.
Yes, and actually I find amazing results
Okay.
out of such a youth.
Thank you so much. That is how you interact with the youths.
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard that you said that you have to love them. What do you mean by loving the youths? Like you are a pastor, you are a married person.
Yes.
Which love are you talking about?
This is a spiritual love, the love of God. As the Lord commanded us, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Now, this love is also blind. Too much of it will cause you run blind. The love I give to them is an impression, just to impress them and show them that there is someone concerned about your life, concerned about your tomorrow, concerned about your character now, and one who desires you to be better tomorrow.
So thank you very much, our guests. You can continue sending your views. You can continue also asking us questions through our guest here, through our SMS number that is 22200, and we will continue giving you our feedback. Thank you so much for tuning in. And another question to our guest is, you find that youth in the church, they get engaged in relationships which are not healthy, and how are you able to handle such things while dealing with spiritual matters? How are you able to handle such things?
Okay. You see, for a youth, you cannot come just the way you approach an adult. Someone who is grown is different from a youth. A youth is graduating to an adult. Actually, that's a bridge.
Okay.
But now this age, handling such a case, you have to be very wise.
Okay.
Because when the heart loves, and when the youth loves, he means it. Now you have to treat them well, draw them close to you, then nurture them and teach them how to balance love. So that it may not run poisonous or cause them run blind. A blind Christian will not mind what he does.
Okay.
As long as the love is there, that's enough.
What are some of the challenges that you face while handling these spiritual matters to the youth?
Okay. The challenges I face.
Yes.
One, you find some of the youth are introverts. But through God's wisdom and some knowledge and some experience I've gone through, I find myself in a situation being able to counter them.
Okay.
Yes, but there are some areas you find parents, they are too much into their sons and daughters, in that they don't allow them get any counsel from outside. So some parents become a barrier.
Okay.
Another issue is the body. The body has control over a Christian. Now such a youth, you have to teach him or her on how to tame the body so that they may not run short of the grace. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, our viewers, for keeping tuned. Just keep tuned. We'll be back after the break. Thank you.
Have you been looking for the best car wash for your car, motorbike, and carpet cleaning? Veteran Car Wash is the best place to be. Our services are affordable. We are located along Kibo Matangi Road, 500 meters from Thika Super Highway. For more details, contact us via 0722 649 994, 0722 649 994. Veteran Car Wash, second to none.
Wow, I wish I was this confident. Hey, Where do you get your confidence from?
Oh, my confidence. Thanks to Colgate Triple Action. It contains sodium and fluoride that are responsible for cavity protection, strong teeth, and fresh breath. Colgate Triple Action. Colgate is confidence. Confidence is Colgate.
Thank you so much, viewers, for keeping tuned. Welcome back. And when I look at my SMS number, there are a lot of SMSs that I'll be able to read some of them. And someone called Joanne from Coast anasema, jameni, vijana mmepotea kabisa, tafadhali uonyesheni barabara kufuata. Pastor, tafadhali usitusahau, like tueleze tu. Mwingine hapa anaitwa Kebo from Junja anasema show ni moto sana, pia julisha wasichana ya kwamba wanaume wenyewe ni sumu. Pia mwingine hapa anaitwa Karo anasema jameni, wasichana wenyewe wameambiwa ndo wamegrow spiritually, ndo wamekuwa like hawajielewi. So kindly, Pastor, talk to those girls even as you advise them with spiritual matters. Thank you so much, and Karokebo, for giving us such SMSs. We are grateful. Okay, back to our guest.
Yes.
We are still here. So these things have been spoken of, and some of our SMSs that have been sent by our viewers out there. And they are saying that these spiritual girls on the altar are the ones that are lost most of the times. What's really bad towards the girls on the altar?
Well, before a lady gets on the altar, they are leaders. If they are failing, it means they have not got the right counsel. Yeah. But if they can borrow some counsel, they'll have a contact. My number is there. I'll give it out later. I'm accessible. I'll offer the counsel freely. Because for us to go ahead as a church, we need someone who is straightforward and grown both spiritually and physically. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So to our viewers, we want to let you know that our topic was spiritual growth among youth, and you can continue sending your SMS through our SMS number, that is 22200. As we continue talking to our guest, I will also give you our guest number later. So another question to our guest is, when dealing with youths, do you really engage them by asking why do they like sponsors, and are they able to handle these things with spiritual matters? Like some of them, they find it, they think it's good to have these sponsors. How can you advise them out there? And maybe some are saved but they are still there back with their sponsors. How do you advise that?
You see, there are some areas as a youth they're not supposed to touch. If someone is a youth, there are boundaries between an adult and a youth. When you find a youth interacting with an adult to a level of following him or her as a sponsor, is only poisoning his future. Reason being, this is an age close to his dad or mom. Meaning, it's a direct curse. Yeah, they are cursing themselves by engaging in that. Yeah, I've been talking to some of them who had that connection, but we prayed together. We shared the word of God. I advised them, and at the moment they are doing good, and they cut off. They disconnect themselves from that. Currently, they are good youth doing marvelous in the ministry of Christ.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So we find that when we are growing spiritually, especially as youths, we don't like reading Bibles and we don't like praying. So how can you advise them, or which strategy can you give to them so that they can love Bible at least for their spiritual growth?
For a youth to love reading the Bible, you must take him through some studies. First of all, as a pastor, which we do practice at our church, we call the youth, they have their time, and we also have their youth patron who organizes for such Bible studies. Immediately before the service begins in the morning, there is Bible study. And we encourage every youth to have a notebook, a pen, and a Bible. You may find some of them do not have a Bible. They feel ashamed walking around with the Bible. So they prefer using the software.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is their phone.
Yeah, their phone.
Okay.
Which at some point I don't consider it wise. It's more better to have the hard copy. So at some point we go to an extent of buying some Bibles, offering to them, and also engaging them in missions, engaging them in crusades, engaging them in caches, that is the night vigils. You find them being encouraged to a level of reading the Bible on their own.
Okay, then you talked about caches, and while I was going through the SMS, I found someone saying that the youths go to caches and they go translating with their boyfriends and girlfriends. Now when those caches are ongoing, do you really ensure that really these youths are under care, or they just come and then they engage themselves in other things and other stuffs which are immoral?
Okay, we do engage the youth from the time the service begins. We have a disciplinarian. The church elders are always present during the youth services. During the night vigil as well, we have the youth patron. He doesn't just sleep around, no, because he knows in case of anything, he's responsible. And also some of our youth pastors, we engage them in such areas, sensitive areas, and also and we always advise the youth to stay disciplined and to the task of God.
Okay, what are some of the benefits of spiritual growth, basing to our topic of today, that is spiritual growth among youth?
Spiritual growth,
Benefits.
the benefits,
Yeah.
sorry, well, for the youth, once he's grown, his mind is grown and ready to serve God. He's not you'll find them self-driven, self-motivated, and you'll find them mentoring others. A grown-up will find an easy time even when it comes to matters concerning marriage. When they get married, everything flows smoothly because they are good managers of themselves. So they manage even the marriage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what advice can you give to those youths who are out there and they want to grow spiritually as a spiritual guide or counselor and a pastor? What advice can you give to them?
There is one advice I want to give them is that let them connect to the right way that will help them. Not every pastor can counsel.
Okay.
Yeah. So let them know what is right for them for a better future.
Okay, to wind up on you, kindly guide the people on how they can get to, maybe you can advise them, give them your number and wish them a goodbye as we depart from the studio.
Well, for those who are around Ruiru, Kimbo, Juja, you can come visit us at Ruiru Chapel. And also those who are far away, you'll find me, I've got, my contact is 0718582297.
Thank you very much, our viewers, for watching us live at NIF TV. We want to leave you under the hands of one and only and who is bringing you a Reggae Mania. And I was your host, Edna Gatwiri. Bye bye. See you the next day, Wednesday.
Wow, I wish I was this confident. Hey, where do you get your confidence from?
Oh, my confidence. Thanks to Colgate Triple Action. It contains sodium and fluoride that are responsible for cavity protection, strong teeth, and fresh breath. Colgate Triple Action. Colgate is confidence. Confidence is Colgate.